here. And start recording the hearing. I don't think Mr. Guzman has shown up at the courthouse. I'll have my court administrator check on it. Sometimes they show up at the courthouse. All right, we'll go ahead and the court is going to go ahead and call case number 2020 DCM 0501. This is a hearing on a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. There appears to be one minor child before the court. Parties in this case were Aaron Rodriguez Rivas, who was listed as a presumed father of the child, Mr. Joel Guzman, who is listed as the alleged father in this case, and the custodial parent, Ms. Joanna Mercado Quiñones. At this time, for the record, the court will make an announcement that the court did receive a DNA test results, which established that Mr. Aaron Rodriguez Rivas, who was the presumed father, is not the father of the child. And the results indicated that Mr. Joel Guzman was established or was not excluded as the father of the child. Those results have been on court file, and the court will take judicial notice of that. At this time, the court did release Mr. Aaron Rodriguez Rivas from the further proceeding in this case. And at this point in time, when the case is being called, it's now 1:26. Case was scheduled for hearing today at 1 o'clock. And at this time, Mr. Joel Guzman has not appeared at the through the Zoom application. However, Ms. Mercado is present. So at this time, I'll ask the Attorney General to make an announcement on this case. Ms. Kaplan?
Lindsay Kaplan, Your Honor, ready to proceed.
All right. Ms. Mercado, are you ready to proceed today as well?
Yes, I'm ready.
You wish me to call you Mercado Quiñones or Mercado, ma'am?
Just Mercado, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right, Ms. Mercado, would you please raise your right hand so I can swear you in, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to ask you to speak just a little bit louder, please, okay?
Okay.
This case is being held through the Zoom application because due to the pandemic crisis that's going on, we're not allowed to be in the courthouse to conduct any in-person hearings. However, the state of Texas, the Supreme Court of the state of Texas, and the Council of Judges here in El Paso have allowed us to proceed on remote hearings, in this case through the Zoom application. And I would remind parties that you all are appearing before me as the judge of the Title 4D court. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I'm the associate judge for the Title 4D court here in El Paso. So we're appearing through the Zoom application, and I am recording the evidence in this case. No other person is authorized to record the evidence in this case. This case is being transmitted through live streaming through the YouTube channel. And the purpose of that is to comply with a requirement that all hearings must be held publicly and available to the public. However, as soon as this hearing is completed, the live stream will end, and that YouTube recording will no longer be available to the public. I'll ask parties not to talk over each other. Wait until the question is asked, so before you start answering, because as you can tell, we have some audio problems even with this Zoom application. All right, those are the basic ground rules in this case. For the record, I'm being informed that there is no Joel Guzman in the courthouse or in the courthouse lobby. So we'll consider him a default at this time. However, if he happens to show up, then we can bring him into the hearing. All that being said, then I'll ask the Assistant AG's office to go ahead and present the case. Ms. Kaplan, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state requests that the court take judicial notice of both paternity evaluations that were filed with the court on July 1st, 2020.
All right, the court will take judicial notice of the DNA results that were filed with the clerk's office. These tests were conducted by the DNA Diagnostic Center. They do appear to be in proper form, and they did not exclude Mr. Joel Guzman as a father of the child and established a probability of paternity in accordance with the Texas Family Code. Therefore, the court will take judicial notice of the DNA results. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state further requests that the court take judicial notice of the order for parentage testing that was filed with the court on May 20th of 2020, which does include today's hearing date within that order.
All right. The court will take judicial notice of the order for parentage testing that the court signed. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Miss Joanna Teresa Mercado as a witness, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Joanna Teresa Mercado.
Who are you the mother of?
Milet Yaitana Mercado.
And who is her father?
Joel Guzman.
And who does your child live with?
With me, mother.
And how long has your child lived with you?
5 months.
And do you live in El Paso, Texas?
Yes.
And who makes the major decisions for your child?
Yes.
Who
Me.
makes decisions for your child?
Me.
Would you like to be able to live anywhere with your daughter?
Not really.
You have no plans to move outside of El Paso?
No, ma'am.
Is your family here?
Yes.
Does your daughter have health insurance?
Yes.
Through your employer?
No, it's Medicaid.
Does Mr. Guzman ever visit your daughter?
No.
Does he ever participate in major decisions?
No.
Do you know if Mr. Guzman is working?
I don't know.
Do you know if he has health insurance available for your daughter?
I don't know.
Do you know if he has any other children?
He doesn't have.
Has he provided support for your daughter since her birth?
No.
When did you separate from Mr. Guzman?
Since October last year, 2019.
So you've been separated since before your daughter was born?
Yes.
When did Mr. Guzman find out that you were expecting a child?
We found it out together on May 2019.
Do you believe it's in your daughter's best interest for Mr. Guzman to visit?
Yes.
What type of visitation would you like him to have?
I don't know.
What would you like your daughter's last name to be?
Mercado Guzman.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Mercado, do you know where Mr. Guzman works?
No, I don't know. I don't have any idea if he works.
Do you have any, are you all in communication with each other? Do you all talk to each other?
Uh, just like once a month.
Okay. Has he ever told you that he would like to visit with your daughter?
Yes, he told me just waiting to pass all the pandemic thing.
Okay. Your daughter is how old, ma'am?
5 months?
9 months? Okay.
5.
I'm sorry, what?
5.
5 months. Okay.
Yes.
Or a little bit older. Okay. In those 5 months, has Mr. Guzman provided any support at all for your daughter?
No, ma'am.
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay. Okay. Do you think that you and Mr. Guzman can talk to each other and work out some sort of visitation schedule, or would you like the court to set out the times and dates?
I think we can talk about it.
Okay. Okay. Would you feel comfortable if Mr. Guzman picks up your daughter and takes her for a couple of hours and comes back, or do you want to be present during the visits?
I would like to be present because I breastfeed her, so I need to be there.
All right. And you said it was okay if, how do you pronounce her first name? Millet?
Millet.
Millet. Okay. You're okay with Millet having last name of Mercado Guzman or Guzman Mercado? Which one?
Mercado Guzman.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Kaplan, any other questions for Ms. Mercado?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
All right. All right. Based on the testimony and the results of the DNA test, I do find that Mr. Joel Guzman is the father of the child. Child's last name will be changed to Mercado Guzman as requested by the custodial parent. For the time being, I'm going to appoint Ms. Mercado sole managing conservator of the child. The child is 5 months of age, so visitation would be very limited for the time being. Based on what Ms. Mercado has indicated to me, she feels that they can work out visitation schedules between themselves. However, with the condition that Ms. Mercado be present at all the visitations. So whatever reasonable times and places that the parties can agree upon, that's fine with the court. There'll be no geographical restriction. And all right, child support obligations, what is the state's recommendation?
Honor, based on the fact that Ms. Mercado is unaware if Mr. Guzman is currently working or not, the state has calculated support based on the minimum wage presumption with one child before the court and no others, as Ms. Mercado testified that Mr. Guzman has no other children. The state has calculated a current child support obligation of $217 per month beginning August 1st with a $50 cash medical to reimburse for government insurance, with Ms. Mercado to apply for maintain government insurance for the benefit of the child, and a 5-month retroactive judgment at $217 per month times 5 months for a total of $1,085 to be repaid at $25 a month until paid, also beginning August 1st of 2020.
All right, the court will follow the recommendation setting child support, medical support, granting a judgment for retroactive support as recommended, and payment on that judgment as recommended as well. All these payments are to commence August the 1st of this year, and all payments must be made through the registry of the court through the state disbursement unit. All right, did we address all the issues, Ms. Kaplan?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so.
Okay, Ms. Mercado, do you have any questions about what the court has just ordered right now?
No, everything is clear.
Okay, all right, very well. All right, Ms. Kaplan, if you will prepare the order, send it to me so I can sign it and approve it. Once it's signed by the court and filed with the clerk's office, the copy will be sent to the parties in this case. Hopefully, y'all will receive the order in a couple of weeks from today's date. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? That will conclude our hearing for today. Thank you for your participation today, Ms. Mercado.
Thank you.
And you're free to go at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. I don't have anything else.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, go ahead. Thank you all very much for today, and we'll see you all next time.
See you next time. Thank you, Your Honor.
As far as the case with Castaneda and Rivera, was that reset or?
That's the one with Mr. Flores and Mr. Yes, that was reset. I think I gave him a date of August 20th at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We can